We are back, folks, for one more segment on Santa Clarita's hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. It's the Gazette Radio Hour with Doug and John. Chris Burke filling in for John. Now, Chris, this is usually the segment where we talk sports, but I'm really excited about next week's show, which you're going to be on again. So I would
with John. No, is John here next week?
John will be here.
Good.
But give us a little preview of next week's show.
Yeah, I'm excited too. We're going to take the whole show, and if you've heard the show with me on it in the past, you've heard me talk about a band I represent called the World Classic Rockers. This is an extraordinary group of musicians representing bands such as Steppenwolf, Leonard Skinner, Boston, Journey, former and founding members of all these bands, and a couple more, and they're going to be playing. They just played a big show in San Diego on the Midway over Memorial Day at a wonderful, wonderful event, and they're going to be coming up playing Vegas. And on their way to Vegas, they've agreed to come by the studio, a couple of them, and talk to us about their life. We'll have Greg Walker from Santana, sang with Santana for I want to say 9 to 10 years. And the leader of the band is a gentleman named Nick St. Nicholas with Steppenwolf. He's one of the original members. Great stories from Ed Sullivan's show all the way back. It'll be a lot of fun, and we'll play some of their music as well. So we're going to use a whole hour for that.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Be sure and tune in, folks, next Friday at 1 o'clock. All right, Chris, we're both Dodger fans. If you could think of one word to describe the Dodgers, and I bet I know what it is without you telling me, what would it be?
Inconsistent. Right. God, they drive me crazy.
Yep.
If you Rob Heller, who was just on the phone, is my partner with season tickets at Dodger Stadium, and we're both massive fans. Have been for many years. Went with my dad, loved it. Still a very big part of my life. But boy, oh boy, they make it difficult sometimes, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And if you really notice, I think the problem they're having, one of them is the middle. At least the last few games is the middle lineup. The guy right after you get Puig, when he hits his usual double or triple, nobody's bringing him in because you get Hanley Ramirez is not hitting, Adrian Gonzalez is not hitting, Matt Kemp is having his own struggles. He's back in the lineup. He hasn't gotten a hit since he got back in the lineup.
Listen, I think Agon's hitting. He's just not hitting as consistent. Again, that word that he needs to be. And you write these names on a piece of paper, and there shouldn't be a team in the league that can beat them.
That's right.
But that's why they play the games, and they just don't list the standings. So, their team is such a powerhouse team. I think it's the biggest payroll.
It is. Highest payroll. Now, whenever we're doing the show and we do the sports segment with John and our Mr. Sports, who was not available this week, whenever I complain about the Dodgers and I say I'm stressing over them, they say, "Oh, it's too early. Don't worry about it. It's too early." Is it too early yet? Is it not too early?
I think we're past too early.
Good.
Yeah,
I'm tired of that argument.
I agree with you. I mean, I'm on that bandwagon. I'll say it's too early until the nth degree. But listen, they can't expect to have what happened last year happen again. It was miraculous. They went on just a rampage for 50, 55, something like that, games in a row. It brought them right from the cellar to the top of the heap. Can that happen again?
Yeah.
Boy, I don't know. But they're not down there yet, and hopefully they don't get there. But they can't win 2, lose 2, win 3, lose 1. That doesn't make a champion, and they know it. And so we're hoping to see some improvement over the next. You expect Kershaw to win, and when he's not winning, you get a little nervous.
Yeah. But when he pitches, if your pitcher holds the other team to 2 to 3 runs, you figure you got to win. We got to at least score 4 or 5 runs a game.
Absolutely. And even sitting here talking and being negative about the Dodgers, you can't not talk about the Dodgers without talking about the no-hitter. Yeah. There's been a lot of great things happening. You kind of hope for those things to kick off that 10-game winning streak. So, not only was that exciting, but even more exciting to me was Hinji Ryu the following night.
Yeah, almost a perfect game.
Oh, and there was just no doubt in my mind that he wasn't going to do it until he didn't. Yeah. And then there was the doubt left.
Yep.
But it was too bad because that was just a brilliantly pitched game.
And, you're right. We shouldn't complain. I mean, we had a great year last year. Over the last decade, been in the playoffs. There's so many teams. You could be a Chicago Cub fan.
That's true.
And, so you got to count your blessings.
That's true. And at least we have a team.
Yeah.
Unlike football.
Now, but last year until we got to this point, the rumors were rapid that Don Mattingly was going to lose his job. When a team does not perform and you start getting to July and August and they're at where they're at now,
Does
that conversation come up again?
I don't think it's going to come up yet. I think it's going to come up soon if they keep doing this. But I think last year pretty much cemented his position. So I think we got Don Mattingly for a while.
All right, everybody. Hope you enjoyed today's show. We'll be back next week.
I did. Does that count? I loved it.
No, you don't count.
Oh, okay.
All right. We'll see you next week, everybody.